There's a lot of things we are delighted to have.
The Not Highway 1 road trip continues.
How big a bonus could that be?
Kerry Bay of Islands Airfield, NZKK here, and today we're going over to Kaikoui Aerodrome, NZKO, which I think is a glider field, as far as I know. Right, and he wasn't taking off. That small plane on the runway must have been taxiing over there to go and park, which is good for us as he's out of the way and nothing to worry about now. So let's go flying, shall we? I've got the flaps. I thought that felt a little heavy trying to get off the ground. That could be the reason why. Never mind, we are up. So going places hopefully without using the Highway 1 to follow much. So doing a 180 to pick up Wairoa Road, which runs along the end of the field. Unfortunately, the end of the airfield where we started our takeoff, so we need to circle back to it. The field just over on the left, that is Wairoa Road just down there. Cool. Now the first thing we get to on Wairoa Road is a cemetery and the Fitness Lab gym, both rated 5 stars. Not sure if it's a bad idea or brilliant marketing to build your gym right next to a cemetery, but then a little further we have Kiwi Bird, labelled as a tourist attraction. It has 4 reviews, each of them 5 out of 5 stars, but none of the reviewers wrote anything to try and give us a clue, and there appears to be just these 2 photos of a cut-out shape of a kiwi bird painted red and nailed to a stick. Tourist attraction. A satellite view suggests there might be something there just off the road, but after the gum holes in the last episode being a tourist attraction, I'm not going to guarantee that. I don't know, it's nailed onto the shape of a cross, so perhaps someone did have a kiwi but it died. I don't know. But just over to our left, it's a place called Alternative Enterprises according to Google Maps. No pictures, no reviews, no description, so no fucking idea. Never mind, that's very helpful of you, thanks. Then close to the lake up here is Okaihau Pastoral Holdings Limited. Pastoral meaning it's related to a place for livestock, cows, sheep, goats, that kind of thing. Although pastoral can mean relating to religious duties. Now there's no photos or description to clarify this, so it may well be that it's a kind of a petting zoo where you can go and stroke some priests. Unless you're a young boy, in which case the priest will probably try and stroke you, and maybe as well that they might have some wild nuns in a field kept in captivity, so you can get to see some of those too. That could be quite interesting. Just check before you go that all the priests are in their enclosures that day and not out burying kiwi birds. That would be useful. So we did have to change to a brief bit of Highway 1, unavoidable up here as the country's a bit thin at this end. But we are now following Highway 15 to the town of Kaikoe. Before we get there though, outside of the town is a place called the Cowshed camping site. Seems a bit basic, but nice enough kind of place by the look of it. Although a review by Paul Lloyd, in part of that he wrote, location is handy for Kaikoe shops. Well, you know what's even more handy of a location for the Kaikoe shops, Paul? Stopping at one of the hotel guest house places actually in Kaikoe. But apart from the shops, Kaikoe also is home to the Heart of the North Celebration Centre, which looks fine as long as you haven't got too many people to celebrate with. That's a fucking house, isn't it? It's not even a proper event hall or anything. Kaikoe also has a dog walker whose business name is called Sharp Secrets. Not sure that's the best name for a dog walking service. But the award for a name today, that goes to just down there somewhere, the Bay of Islands Netball Centre. You're nowhere near the fucking Bay of Islands. It would take half an hour to drive to the bay from here. Even us, flying in a straight line in a feckin' plane, it's still something like 16 or 17 nautical miles to get there, you bunch of fucking idiots. But getting close to the aerodrome at last though, where they appear to have a luxurious clubhouse. I think 2 of those chairs actually match, and they also offer scenic and glider flights. Not sure if that means you can't have a glider flight that is also scenic, or you have to pick one or the other, but either way it's not the most modern or well kept airfield by the look of it, although it mainly is a glider airfield, and glider pilots, they are a bit weird anyway. Yeah, I'd like to fly a plane please, but can you remove the engine from it so I can't take off without needing assistance and attaching a fucking huge rope to the front of it. This may be a bit scary to the locals. They may never have seen a plane that makes noises and has these strange whirly things attached to the wings. Let's see how we can go. Yeah. Okay, not the softest one ever, never mind. Yeah, we'll ignore the luxury clubhouse and I think go and park over here. Can't see any of the local glider pilots angrily rushing out with pitchforks to see what all the noise is about and to burn me at the stake for being a witch, so I think we might be okay. So yeah, not the Highway 1 road trip continues, and I'll see you again soon when we'll carry on our journey down New Zealand and try to uncover some more great tourist attractions that I'm sure you're all dying to visit. Yeah, I'll see you again soon.